guys, welcome back to another video. Today in this video I'll be doing the top 10 rides at Dreamworld. Now, this park's alright. I've had kind of like a love-hate relationship with it. Sometimes I've been to this park, it's great. Sometimes I've had bad experiences. Also want to mention that I've also been on every ride on this list, so I've had my own opinion on them. And if you have a different opinion, let me know in the comments below. Anyways, let's get into this list. So coming in at number 10, we have Hot Wheels Sidewinder, the Arrow Looper, which is I think the only Arrow Looper in Australia now after Sea Viper went. And this is, it's an alright ride. It has Vekoma restraints, it has Vekoma trains, which are probably way better. I didn't ride it when it had the older trains, but I'm guessing they're so much better now. Another reason why this isn't higher is because it's a narrow coaster. Even though it has different trains, the transitions are horrible. It also has a really bad rattle at the back, and the restraints kind of do dug into you, especially on the brake run. You kind of can really feel them. And also, not to mention, it doesn't have the most, one of the most interesting layouts. The last two version, which is the Sidewinder, is literally at the end of the ride, and the first part of the ride is literally just really bad transitions. So there's nothing really else to really talk about here. Coming in at number 9, we have Pandemonium, a Zamperla air race flat ride. Now this is kind of known for actually hitting 3.8 Gs, which is kind of a lot for a flat ride. And I do like this ride. It's actually pretty forceful, as you can probably tell, and it kind of feels like, especially on hardstyle. I've never been on soft style before, because it's always on hardstyle. I don't know why it is. I've never actually experienced it on soft, but when it's on hard, it is very enjoyable. You feel like you're gonna hit like everything nearby you. It's pretty fun, and it comes in at number 9. So coming in at number 8, we have Rocky Hollow Log Ride. Now this is a in-house log ride. Yes, it was built by Dreamworld in 1982 when the park opened. I'm pretty sure it was 1982. I don't know. Yeah, it's a very old ride. It's an old classic. Now there's some things that it has now that it never has before, such as the fact that it has now roofs on it because some idiot standed up in the middle of the ride. And they closed it down for about a year, and they reopened with those really annoying roofs, so you don't really get too wet. And they also got rid of the tunnel where I think he hit his head on. But yeah, it's a pretty good ride. It's a bit more of a classic though, so there's nothing much to talk about. At number 7 spot, we have Migdo Hands Motor Coaster. Now I've done a review on this ride, and I'm not really too fussed about this ride. It's a bit of a motor ride. I don't like it, but I don't really hate it at the exact same time. If you know what I mean. Like, the launch is pretty fun. It takes you up to about 70 km an hour in I think 2.5 seconds or something like that. But the whole entire ride is kind of boring, and with the really, the restraints aren't as good either. So the fact that the layout is kind of boring, it loses speed very quickly, and it doesn't really have any layouts apart from just bank turns. And the restraints aren't that good either. I don't think this is really a good ride. Coming in at number 6, we have Wipeout. Now this is one of the most rare flat rides I've been on. Now I know there's a couple of them now in Six Flags parks, but before them they were pretty rare. Now I'm pretty sure this is built by Vekoma. It's very weird. So it's kind of like a top spin, but pretty much instead of a top spin, it kind of flips you around at different angles. So it's very unique, but I still kind of feel like it doesn't really do anything to the ride experience anything more. Yes, it kind of gets a little bit more uniqueness to it and feels a little bit forceful, but other than that, there's nothing much to it. You do get splashed around with water sometimes if it's working, but that's pretty much about it. I thought I was really expecting more from this ride, but, it is what it is. It was also the first ride I ever gotten at. It also broke down as well, which has not really helped my experience out at all. Now, into the top 5, and at number 5 spot, we have Tailspin. Now, this I think is called a Gerstlauer Free Fly. I don't know how to say that. I think it's called that, I'm not too sure. But these are very underrated flat rides. Now what it does is it pretty much allows you to spin freely how much times you want to, because you take control over it. Now there's two kind of sticks that you can move around, and you can move around with the wind. And if you get kind of the rhythm on, you can get a really good swing, and it'll be able to just keep going upside down if you still hold that angle. And it's actually really fun. Going upside down so many times is very dizzy. Turn away, but it's still a very fun ride. It's probably one of my favorite flat rides at Dreamworld. Coming up next is undoubtedly the best flat ride I've been on, the Claw. Now this is an Intamin gyro swing, and it is fun. I really do love this ride. It has over-the-shoulder restraints, and the new ones, new Wintermans do have lap bars, which kind of sucks. But I really do still enjoy this ride. Into the top 3 we have BuzzSaw. This is a Maui-restrained sky loop. There's only a couple of these in the world, and they're really unique rides. Now, I've only been on this once, as you probably know, so I can't really say a lot on its behalf. But what I remember from it was really fun, has some decent theming, and it's a very unique and awesome coaster. Narrowly missing the #1 spot, we have the best coaster in the park, Tower of Terror 2. It's as simple as going up and down, but why is that so special, you may ask? It is very unique. There's only 2 of these coasters in the world that use these launch systems. The tunnel's awesome. Yes, it doesn't go up that far off the tower. Yes, it's not as fast as it used to be. Yes, the pop music in the queue line is a bit boring. And yes, it breaks down every 10 seconds. And yes, the operations are horrible. But I still love this ride. And coming in at #1, we have the Giant Drop. This is by far my favorite drop tower I've been on. And I enjoy this ride so much. It's attached to the same tower as Tower Terror 2. And I love it. The views from up the top is sensational. The first, initial second of dropping, you get some awesome airtime, and the last couple seconds is mainly just the sensation of speed. I love this ride. I will always go back on it when I go to Dreamworld. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.